Studying and constantly improving on your theoretical knowledge is a prerequisite in order to become and stay successful at trading. Reading the right books as well as staying away from the bad ones will account for a significant part of your ultimate success. Behold the brand new book review series in which we'll sort you out with the very books you need. Hello dear viewers, before commencing with the actual episode, I'd just like to announce that this is the 100th episode on the Long Life Trading channel. It's a minor milestone out of hundreds of more episodes to come, yet I want to seize the moment to thank you all for being an absolute treat to produce for. As I've often remarked on before, I pride myself in having the most ambitious, kind and intelligent follower base on all of YouTube. My pledge to you is that I will continue to do everything within my power to keep on improving the level of these episodes. With that said, thank you all for being amazing. I count you all as part of my family. To those of you who follow this channel since the beginning, you may already know that I'm something of an avid reader. Since 2015, I aim to read 100 books a year, whether physical books or audiobooks. And even though I've scaled it down a tad over the last year in order to focus more on this channel, few days pass without my reading. Naturally, this also includes a good chunk of trading and TA literature. Prior to my 10-year-long career as a professional online poker player, I spent 6 years of intense gaming theory studies in preparation for the life of my wildest dreams. The world of moving money around for value, whether that is playing blackjack, poker or the markets, is a brute and unforgiving one. And getting to know and making friends with the odds was the only way of not putting myself at odds. Naturally, that 6-year head start granted me a huge advantage. Not only did I have a deeper understanding of the game itself, it also put me in control of most situations. Those thousands of hours of studies and preparations were like a simulation in which I got the chance to practice and analyze the strategies and techniques I learned, but without risk. And once the time came to go live with real money, it was rather easy to navigate through the minefield. Now, I'm sure you get already where I'm heading with this, as all of this applies to trading too. You study trading and technical analysis in order to realize your fullest potential as a trader, to properly be able to distinguish signals from noise, and most importantly, to be in control. Active trading can be incredibly lucrative if done right, yet most people don't do it right and therefore they don't reap good rewards from it, if any at all. And no matter how good you become at trading, you can always become better, for there are always gaps to cover and more edges to gain. If you've already spent the often 4-digit hours it ultimately takes to become a long-term winning trader, then not continuing to work on improving your game is like stopping a marathon halfway through because your average time is great. And so it might be, yet if you don't continue to run, that second half of the race will end up ruining everything you've worked so hard for. For this reason, and no matter how good my average time might be halfway through the race, I keep on running. With that said, I studied trading almost every weekday and my bookshelves are full of technical books that are just waiting to be read. This doesn't only result in my learning new things, it also results in my learning deeper. And once you learn not only forwards but also sideways, you quickly realize how much space you really have at your disposal. Over the last few months, a sizable number of you dear followers have requested tips on trading and technical analysis books. And for that reason, I will henceforth provide you with regular book reviews. These will in turn be structured in a specific fashion in order to ensure that you all get the books that are right for each and every one of you on an individual level. For what may be a good book for one person may be less so for another. And it is with that angle that we'll approach these reviews. And the things we will look for in each review are: 1. What it actually teaches. What's the book about? Is it a general book on trading, or does it specialize on certain areas, indicators, etc.? 2. The difficulty of the book. Is the technical content suitable for beginners, intermediates, or advanced traders, or perhaps even all three? 3. Usability. How valuable is the book to the prospect target group? Is it a one-stop shop for beginners, or perhaps a must-read for advanced traders as it contains unique golden nuggets? Or is it just another echo chamber that simply parrots whatever's already been said over and over? You'd be surprised at how many of those books exist out there. And 4. The language. Some books are just more difficult to read than others because of the style with which they're written. Certain in-depth and complex theories do require a certain lingo in order to communicate precisely. With that said, there are certain books that are must-reads for anybody who strives to realize their full trading potential. We'll go over them all, both the must-reads, the individually tailored ones, as well as the ones to stay away from. After we've discussed these aforementioned things in full, each review will be neatly summed up with a proper grade equivalent to those of IMDb. As in a 1 to 10 scale, where a normal decent book lands at 5.0 to 6.5, a good book between 6.6 and 7.1, a very good book around 7.2 to 7.7, a superb book at 7.8 to 8.1, a masterpiece at 8.2 and above, and where 1.0 and 10.0 are absolutely impossible by the very laws of high numbers and bell curves. And unless any urgent technicals come up in the meantime, we'll kick it off with the first review in the next episode. That was all for now. Thank you and goodbye.